Okay, we're going to do the power steering reservoir, the notorious problems with the Dodge Caravans, Chrysler, Town and Country, a lot of Mopar, 2001, 07, 3.3 motors, 3.8 motors, all have the whining when they're cold, or the grinding of the power steering, especially in the morning, or it might warm up, or it might do it after it's warm. Either way, there's a new reservoir. I could take the old one out, clean the screen, but I'm not. I bought a new one. I got it cheap, 25 bucks off of eBay. There's the screen. It's very, very fine. Can you see it? That's the screen that gets clogged. 25 bucks off of eBay. Pretty, 3 bolts, a couple plugs. The Mopar, original part. While I'm at it, I'm going to drain all the fluid. I'm going to use all new, brand new power steering fluid. My little suction thing here works pretty good. Basically, take it out of the, take the fluid out of the old one, which is already done. So most of the fluid is drained from the old reservoir. Basically 8 millimeter, 2 bolts, one here, one here. Take both of those off. You have the big line right here, and I think that might be the return line, is the smaller one on the right side. The hardest bolt is right here, but the nut is on the other side. Some people take off the coil pack, but if you just take the extension and get the extension, if you get it in there, you can get at it and just go loosen it up, and you don't have to take it off. You just have to loosen it, and it should pull right off. So basically, this is what you're looking at. Here's the new one. If you look, there's the bottom bolt, the one that's hard to get at. You just unscrew it from the back side, just loosen it, and this will pull right off. Here's the 2 top bolts, 1, 2. There's the big power steering line. There's a little one. That's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, guys, we're going to flush the old stuff out. I took the small hose off, stuck it in a can. I can keep filling the reservoir until it goes through the system and into this can here. I'm going to turn the wheel now. Now this is ready to be taken off. Most of it's drained. All the old fluid's right here. Just like some of the other videos on YouTube for these power steering reservoirs, the large line, the large power steering line in the back, it is probably the hardest part of the job to get off. But basically, once you get the bolts off the front top here and the lower bolt, this unit will become, and then you take the small line off here, this will become flexible, so you can almost bend it out. You're going to have to obviously take the clamp, move the clamp down, and then take a screwdriver and just kind of work the screwdriver in the rubber hose to break it free. And then once the power steering starts to turn, she'll pop right off. So she popped right off. 2 rubber lines and 3 bolts. That's it. Do it yourself, folks. Okay, new reservoir is about to be installed. I put the return, the big line's already clamped on. I wanted to show you that lower bolt before I do this, that 10 mil. Basically, it's right here. Okay, everything's tightened up. The new reservoir's on. I left the smaller line out because I'm going to have to prime the system, get the air out. A lot of videos say to use ATF4. I just happen to have this in my shop, and it's good for Chrysler, Chevy, GM. It's probably the same stuff, whatever the case is. I just happen to have this. It is power steering. I'm going to fill up the reservoir, and then I'm going to start the vehicle and just keep topping it off until it gets primed, until I see it coming out of here, and new fresh fluid pumping out into the can here. Then I'll know it's primed, and that's it. I spilt a little fluid, so she's smoking off the block, and basically that's what it takes to change your power steering reservoir in your Dodge or Chrysler Caravan. Here's the old fluid that I pumped out. I don't know if it's good or bad. It smells a little burnt. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, but either case, it's got brand new power steering fluid, and there's the old stuff that we're going to get rid of. So I should be good for another 60,000 miles. Just like everybody else, I'd like to see the screen that gets plugged in them that causes all these problems, so we're going to cut it in half. Okay. There's the old one. And there's the screen. I poked a hole in it to drain all the fluid out before I pulled the rubber lines out. Okay, after cutting it, I wiped all the little plastic parts off, and the screen looks clear. The screen does look clean, but until you take like a white type of rag and you wipe the screen down, it has a lot of residue, oily type residue. Probably, the power steering fluid breaking down. It's hard to tell, like I said, until you wipe it, but that is a very, very fine screen.